All right, y'all, that time of the year, if you're in the NBA 2K, I want to get you the six, the jump shots, everything you need to go out there and have an advantage on your competition. Go over to NBA2K26 right now. Use my code BASHWORLD, and I'm going to save your money, and you're going to have this top secret stuff. I'm telling you, you're going to have the sauce, all right? I got you. Lock in. Yes, sir, man. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you locked in, all right? If anything, all else fails, you got to be locked in on the game, locked in at work, locked in at school. You got to be locked in. It's 2025, about to be 2026. We're already halfway through. So you got to be locked in on whatever you're doing, all right? Smash that sub, show your boy some love. You know how we getting down on this channel, man. I'm here to give you ideas that's going to help you take your build to the next level. Or, you know what I mean? Because you don't necessarily have to use the build that I got right here. But if you see something you like in the build, you feel me? Yo, man, y'all, come on, man. Each one, teach one. Both hands, wash the face. All right, so look, today we're making a glass guardian, all right? Now, y'all already know we got all these different type of builds, but we going with the big builds today, the power forward, all right? So we gonna make a position, obviously a power forward, like I just said, but the height is gonna be 6'11" on this. The weight is gonna be 222. The wingspan is gonna be 7'5". Now, I use detailed view when I'm making my builds. I'ma always tell y'all this, you know what I mean? Try to get it in y'all head a little bit, you know what I mean? Detailed view. So I feel like I'm able to see on my badges what they max out to. I can actually see them, the colors, you know what I mean? I'll go see my body type. I also see my body type, which is slender right now. We got balanced and we got buff. So that's because of the weight, obviously, you know what I mean? So these are my body type potentials and all of that cool stuff. All right, now let's get to the meat and potatoes on this build. Let's start getting creative. All right, now there's some things on this build I like and some things I don't like. One of the things I do like on this build is the rebounding. Well, there's a few. The rebounding. So let's go to the rebounding real quick. Let me show y'all what I mean. Now, the rebounding, you're looking at like, what? That's only silver and gold. All right, I know that. But if you use some cap breakers, right? If you use 2 cap breakers on your 92 offensive rebound, well, your 90 to get it to 92 offensive rebounding, that'll go. All right, so I feel like if rebounding, gold it's the standard, not silver. You need gold. All right, if you're out there to rebound at 6'11", you want to make sure you can grab a board. You know what I mean? Even though you're power forward, that's the key thing, because there's going to be a lot of other power forwards that can't grab a rebound because they got their attributes. So you want to make sure your attributes is right, especially with this one, man. You're a glass guardian, all right? So I picked 2 cap breakers on the rebound, on the offensive rebound, and that's going to give you a gold rebound chaser. And then you got box out, beast. Now you got gold and gold. Now, me personally, okay? If I got gold and gold, I might use a max +2 here. I probably would, because I wanted to go to legend. That's me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna want that to go to legend. So I'm gonna want my rebound chaser at legend. And you know what? The defensive rebound is at 85, but the offensive rebound is at 90. So think about all the offensive boards that the second chances you go get with that legend rebound chaser. You know what I mean? Being up that high and you catching those second opportunities to pass to your teammates. So that's why I would matter of fact, I'm pretty like 90% sure that's why I would pick my max +2, because we got I think 2 max +2s, but that's where I would pick one of them right there. Boom. All right, so right off the gate, we got a legend badge right there. You know what I mean? We got a red and we got a gold right there for rebounding. So your rebounding gonna be solid. All right, you're gonna be able to rebound solid. Now, if you want to go to shooting, let's go to shooting real quick, right? Because I'm moving around. I want to tell you the things that I'm rocking with this build. Now, I've been saying this. I can't really tell a difference between right now whether you should pitch your mid-range up higher or your 3-point up higher, or can you have your 3-point down, your mid-range higher, and still shoot. I'm sure you can. I'm pretty positive it won't be the same, even if you got the badges, right? So I would probably put my 3-point up higher than my midi. So this is the kind of way I would have did it anyway. You feel me? Like that's just me. Now, of course, the shooting is not that high on this build, obviously. For, you know, you're 6'11", your wingspan is 7'5". You know what I mean? I don't even think you could get on the 3-point pretty much higher. I think maybe what? Let me see. It's maxed out at the 80 anyway, so you can't even go any higher on the 3 ball. But you got set shot specialist on silver, you got dead eye on bronze, You got shifty shooter on, well, we got bronze, and then, okay, you don't even have no limitless range. But I would probably pit my other set of cap breakers over here. You know, I'm not my other set of cap breakers, my max plus one over here, or my max plus twos over here, okay? Because you go get 2 max plus twos, you know what I mean? So I would pit the other one here. This is where I would do it, you know what I mean? And if I was you know what I mean? I would pit, so that goes up from silver, it goes up to gold, Hall of Fame, all right? So now you got Hoff there, okay? You got Hoff because your mid-range, you can't, if you use your cap breakers there, you got to get a lot of cap breakers to get that dead eye up, you know what I mean? Whoop-de-whoop. You go, yeah, it's don't even pit them there. Your mid-range is probably, well, you can still put a couple cap breakers there. Maybe you might have an outcome there, you know what I mean? But you're 75, so you got to get that bad boy all the way up to 85, which is kind of crazy. So, yeah, you go have set shot specialist. The best you can do is set shot specialist on Hoff, all right? With your max. Now, as far as the passing, you're silver. You're a silverback gorilla right now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're silvered out, and you know, you don't want to put nothing there, nothing else there, because you don't want to use your caps there. You feel me? Don't do it. You know what I mean? Because you gonna need 7. So you gonna have break starter, dimer, versatile visionary, all on silver. That's where you at with it. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean? You can still pass the ball. It's still solid. I like gold. I like 87, but 80 is solid too. I have a build, I have 80, and yes, it gets, you know, the pass get through, but you want to, especially at the power forward position, but this will be solid. That's why I feel like, man, I wish we could get it higher. Now, you do have ball handling, nothing too crazy, but you got strong handles, you got unpluckable on bronze, and that's pretty much what it is, but you got a 70 ball handle. Speed with ball too is there. Now, you ain't got no badges. Yeah, you ain't got no badges, but, you know, you got a little speed with ball there, you know what I mean? Well, ain't nothing to really brag about. Now, as far as the interior defense, you got off-ball press on silver, paint patrol on silver, you got post lockdown on silver, you got 82. Now, I've been hearing a thing, right? 2K Live just put out that, yo, you want to get more contests, fit your block up to a 99. The higher your block is, I ain't even saying 99, but the higher your block is, the more contests you go get. So I'm going to try that with the next couple builds I make, just seeing, you know what I mean, if that really makes a difference and stuff like that. Now you do have some max plus ones you can put here, you know what I mean, but silver's good enough. Like I said, the defense in the game is not the best right now, so if I was you, I would just, if you did want to tweak anything, it'd probably be defensive wise, you know what I mean, on this build, you know what I mean, whoop-de-whoop. Now your block is up high, so you do have a block at 88, which gives you gold high fly denier, and it gives you paint patroller, which we already discussed on silver, but you still do have high fly denier on gold, you know what I mean, et cetera, et cetera. Now, you could, like I said, you got max plus ones, and you got tier 2s, max plus 1, you got tier 1s, max plus, if I'm not mistaken. So you could, you know what I mean, a couple of these badges are 4 under 2, and you could maybe do something with that, you know, level that up a little bit if you want to, et cetera. But, you know what I mean, for the most part, this is what you get. I like the passing a little bit. I love the rebounding. You know what I mean? Getting that legendary badge. You know what I mean? Getting a rebound chaser on legend is always solid. You know what I mean? So you do got some stuff going on. Now, as far as the basket, as far as the blue, you got aerial wizard. Your dunking goes up to 80, so you got aerial wizard on gold, and you got paint posterizer, pardon me, on bronze. You know what I mean? That's solid. You know what I mean? It's cool, power forward. I do like the fact that you got rise up on silver. I do like that. You can't use your cap breakers here because obviously it's 2. You only get 5, you know what I mean? So you can't even, it's not gonna work, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? You can get it done, you know what I mean? You ain't the best at the basket, but you can get it done, you know what I mean? Post control, you got hook specialist, post fade phenom, you know what I mean? You got, I think we post powerhouse on bronze. You got post poet on bronze, you know what I mean? You do have the badges, you know what I mean? Some of these are entry level badges, but you do have them in case you need them, you know what I mean? So the speed on this build as well, 77, that's for power 4, 6'11", that's not bad. Now the agility, strength, brick wall on bronze, you know, you got movable force on bronze, you don't have no physical finisher. Post lockdown, we already discussed that. You got that on silver, you know what I mean? Now the vert, listen, your big got to have some vert. 80 is where it's at. trust 80 is where it's at. 80, and then it's 84, and then it's 90, if you ask me, because I got a couple bills, and I'm thrilled about my vert when it's high, when it's at 80 and higher. I love that. You know what I mean? 70 is cool, but 80 is where it's at. You know what I mean? With the vert, if you ask me. If you ask me, all right? So now that we got that straight, I would tell you guys, yo, what take to put on, but get a custom take. Unlock all the takeovers so you get the custom take. All right, get the custom take. It's way better. You know what I mean? It's a new era. You feel me? You don't got to use the takes that they give you. All you gotta do is unlock them. How you unlock your takes? You got tokens, and you can use them bad boys to unlock takes. You know what I mean? Once you got them all unlocked, you got one bar to fill up. You know what I mean? Once you fill that bar, you can now customize your take. All right. Now, your archetype for this build is a Glass Guardian, which you already knew from the beginning of the video. But you know what I mean? All right, now your shades, you got shades of Josh Smith, Evan Mobley, Chris Webber. You feel me? Chris Webber's a GOAT. Sacramento GOAT. All right, Evan Mobley, shout out to Evan Mobley. Josh Smith was a dog back in the day. You know what I mean? So your top attributes is offensive rebounding, blocking, defensive rebounding. Now, your strengths on this build is makes extra possessions routine, right? Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah. Elite timing on blocks, finish defensive plays with tough boards. Okay, so that's your strength. And your weaknesses is struggles to score in the post. Yeah, that's because the blue is not really high on this build, man. You know what I mean? But hey, man, you know, you can't do everything. You know what I mean? You're going to have some things that you can do well and some things that you can't do well. But your strengths on this, I hope I said that right. Make extra possessions routine. I hope, y'all gonna roast me if I did that wrong, but that's what it is, man. I love y'all, man. Yo, man, let's keep the dialogue going, the conversation flowing. I need to get some sleep, man. I've been up for 24 hours, bro. I need to get some sleep, man. All right, yo, I got a song out called Yeah, You Got It. Y'all check that out. I'm trying to get it in 2K, man. Yeah, man, I love y'all, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Till next time, peace. You see the drip, I'm signing autographs, I'm taking pics, I'm in my bag, I got some tricks, I do a jab, and then I switch, I tell them don't talk about it, be about it, cause you ain't on my level, man, I doubt it, if I don't get this bucket, I'ma crash out, as soon as he see my numbers, he just passed out, and said, yeah, you got it, yeah, you got it, I'm shuffling, I go rain, man.